Hey guys, welcome to Speech Bubble. Butch and Jace in a foreign location. That's right. Well, you know, it's foreign to us, but it's really cool. It's a Lego studio of the amazing Nathan Sawaya.
Hello. Hello. Yeah, we're here in my art studio. This is where the magic happens.
And look, a boat. Roll the theme music. We have in our studio an amazing guest. You want to introduce the guest, or should I introduce the guest?
You introduce it. Go on.
Okay. Well, you sure? You don't mind?
I can do it.
I'll give it a try.
Okay. We're in this.
I'll introduce the guest.
Wait, what?
Let me just try.
Do you guys want me to step in here?
We need you.
Hey, first of all, we have a young man here named Nathan Sawaya. Hi, Nathan Sawaya.
Hi, how's it going?
Good. Good.
Great.
Wow, so nice of you to join us today.
Well, thanks for coming into my studio.
Yes, it's yours.
It's your studio.
Yeah.
Am I allowed to? I'm not going to disclose the location. It's in a secret bunker.
Yeah,
We don't want
where
people-
you are so far underground right
The
now.
last thing we need is people bothering you for interviews. And stuff.
We would hate that. I would never get anything done.
Oh my God, no way. He's exactly right. Hey, but we're here, Nathan Sawaya. Now, Nathan Sawaya has an amazing occupation. Would you like to maybe explain to the audience what his occupation is? I'll explain.
Oh my gosh.
The occupation that Nathan has is Nathan is the world's #1 brick artist. Now, what does that mean, Jace?
That means.
I'll explain.
Okay,
what that
yes,
means.
I knew it.
What it means is he takes little tiny bricks that are made of colors, right?
Made of colors.
It's basically colors turned into bricks.
Yes, that's correct.
We call them Legos here in the United States.
Or just Lego.
Or Lego.
I don't think you put an S on it.
No,
Is that right?
Yeah.
I call them Lego bricks or Lego elements.
See?
Elements.
Very fancy.
You like
That's
that?
nice.
You
That's
like that?
very nice.
Thank you.
Exactly. Like when someone says, "Give me the password," they go, "Give me the credentials." It's like, just say password.
Very
please.
good.
Anyway, no. So Lego bricks. Nathan takes Lego bricks and does things with them that no one else can do. He's a brick artist. He's amazing. He's astounding.
I don't know if no one else can do.
Well,
but
okay.
I have fun doing it.
And
have fun doing it.
for the audio listeners, he's doing it right now, making the pineapple from SpongeBob.
Yeah,
SpongeBob's house.
we have a bunch of Legos in front of us. You can hear it here on the table.
I'm sure they love that.
On the table. It's a great
Sounds
sound.
amazing.
Yeah. By the way, do we have a windbreaker I could wear, or like maybe some,
Yeah.
Look at some crinkly bags.
Yeah.
some bags of popcorn and some bracelets.
Beautiful.
That's an empty water bottle. Good. So all these Legos are on the table here. We just shot a YouTube video.
We did.
And Nathan, thank you for that.
Oh, my pleasure.
Thank you, Nathan. Well, how come every time he says something, I feel like he hates me? He hates me.
I feel the exact opposite.
What?
Hi, Nathan.
Hi,
How are you?
Jace. Thanks for coming today.
Yeah, thanks for
It's so
having me,
good to
man.
see you.
Feel that?
I'm
You
really
didn't feel
excited.
that?
No, I feel complete joy and
You feel-
enthusiasm.
You don't feel like he hates your guts.
No, not at all.
I don't know what I did. I don't know what I did. All I do is come in here and interrupt him and don't pay him anything. That's all I did.
That's very kind
That's
of you.
all I do.
That's all you ever do.
You know, I was here 14 months ago.
Was it only 14 months? Really? Wow.
14 short months ago, and these were American months, not Canadian months. Actual 12, the 4-week months. I was here 14 months ago. We did a video on YouTube. You guys can check it out. But Nathan was so kind and so funny that we thought we'd come back and bother him again. And so he said we could. And so here we are.
Love it.
Thank God he said that.
Now let's get
This time he let us in willingly, which was nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks, Nathan.
Yeah.
But Nathan, those audio listeners who can't see the amazing stuff, can I just go around and describe some of the things I'm looking at here? Would you mind?
Sure, please.
Okay. He has got, first of all, there's a human face over there. It's about 4.5 feet tall. 4.5 feet tall. It's made of red Lego bricks. It's
Lego
It's
elements.
like when someone says Christopher Reeves. I go, it's not Christopher Reeves, it's Christopher Reeve. I used to correct them. So
I didn't even
know
know
how
that
he
way.
feels. Yeah, it's Christopher Reeve.
Okay, got
So
it.
don't say
I'll
his
write that
name
down.
wrong, okay? And in the Bible, it's the book of Revelation, not Revelations. People get that wrong too.
sorry.
So it's Lego bricks. So anyway, there's a giant red face over there made out of Lego bricks, completely beautifully done. It's a self-portrait of Nathan. He's actually
Wait, I
building-
think this is complete. The pineapple's
you finished the
complete.
pineapple, the SpongeBob pineapple
I'm
right in
putting
front of
the,
us.
finishing touches
Wow.
on it. There
Look
we
at
go.
this. Looky
Beautiful.
there.
And I feel like I've done my job here.
You
Excellent.
have done your job.
Thank you, everyone.
Now
It's
we
been
have
really
to
fun.
leave.
Please stay. We have more questions. Don't leave. Here's I'm going to slide Patrick over there. There's Patrick. Oh, and here's SpongeBob himself. There's SpongeBob. Oh, here's Squidward SpongeBob.
Thank you.
There you
Perfect.
go. And here is a $100 bill.
Oh, nice.
a net.
That one
Here's
didn't
Gary
come
the
across.
snail that I put together.
Did do a nice
There
Gary.
he is.
Yes.
There you go, Gary the snail.
Beautiful.
There you go. So you have all
Very
the
Gary.
characters there. You're welcome that I put them together. It completes the entire project.
There you go.
And there's Squidward's face house. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
His tiki head house.
Patrick's Rock
Patrick's
House.
Rock.
Oh, that's Patrick's rock
Yeah.
house.
You're just getting that now. That didn't come
I
across
didn't know
earlier.
what it was. I thought it
Yeah,
was.
no, that's Patrick's rock.
Well, it's a little
house.
pointy. It's like a pointy rock.
But it's Lego.
It has
You know,
that's
a
the
lot of
excuse? It's Lego?
sharp corners.
I know. Hey, so wait. So I'm looking at the giant red face over there. How long did the red face take you to do?
That red face is of myself.
Of yourself.
So I was staring at a mirror quite a bit.
Wow.
And then I thought, you know what? I'll make a face out of this.
Why are you staring in a mirror quite a bit? What's
Well, you
wrong?
know.
What's going on in your life?
A little narcissism.
What's going on?
And that took me probably 2.5 weeks of staring at my face and
Amazing.
working on it. So I spent full days here in the studio, 8-10 hours, just building away.
Building away with
Every
people like
day.
me interrupting you, and
Very
we don't get to
rarely.
leave this time. I think something's
Oh, good.
Something
Okay.
bad. Over there is a Venus de Milo.
Yeah,
With
it is
no
a Venus
arms.
de Milo.
Venus de Milo. Well, I'm
done.
I know sculpture.
You knew some art. Yeah.
Some art.
Yeah.
All built out of white Lego bricks.
Right.
And there's a giant yellow man over here opening up his chest,
Tearing his chest open.
just tearing himself, revealing himself to the world.
Right.
Right. That's the deep part I'm looking at.
Yeah.
But that's about, gosh, it's like 6 feet tall. Is it 6 feet tall?
Yeah, it's about six and a half, somewhere in there.
And
yeah.
it must weigh about 200 pounds.
I don't know. I mean, I don't have any idea about the weight. They're heavy.
They are heavy.
They take a few
Well,
people to
Nathan
move
was so
them.
kind last year. When I came last year, he built a Danny Phantom statue
Yes.
and a Wanda from Fairly OddParents statue, which we have displayed
Yeah.
proudly in our studio in Burbank. Or, excuse me, in Calabasas.
First thing you see when you come in.
It's
Yeah,
in
amazing.
Calabasas, not Burbank. We're
We're in Burbank today.
No,
Yes,
we're
that's
Burbank
right.
today, but I'm
Yeah.
telling
Yeah.
people where.
Okay, no.
I would never do that.
Never.
What am I doing? What's wrong
I'm
with
so
me?
sorry.
What's wrong? Why'd you let me do this?
I'll take over.
It's your, yeah,
Okay,
you take
so
over. Ask the man some questions.
okay, so I'm curious.
Sure.
Did your love of Lego start when you were a child? When you first got Lego sets?
Well, I had Lego as a child, yes. I got my first set when I was 5 years old, Christmas morning, tore into it, ignored the rest of the family, and just built with Lego. I mean, I really did just jump right into it and built, I don't know, like a little house or something.
Thank God they gave you like a Lego and not a set of steak knives. I mean,
Well,
imagine
yeah,
I
that would've
did-
been bad.
I'm going to
I
dive
could
into
be
the
working
first
at
thing I see.
Benihana, I guess. You
Yeah.
never know where I would have
Much
gone
different
with
career.
that.
You could have made
You
it. You could have been a knife salesman.
There are so many ways I could have gone. The fact was, though, I got Lego, and so I did take to it, and I had a lot of Lego as a kid. My folks were encouraging creativity when I was growing up, and that was important to them. So I had a lot of creative toys, crayons, Play-Doh, whatever, that sort of thing. But Lego was something I kind of felt was perfect for me. I love creating with it.
And back in those days, they didn't really have sets they would sell, or did they? They had like, I know they have like sets of like Star Wars sets and things like that. Didn't have that.
How old do I look right now?
No, I'm older than you are. I'm just saying.
Obviously.
You know, Nathan, back when
Lego was made out of stone
That's exactly.
and wood.
Everything I say is wrong. Why do I get the sense that he just doesn't?
Then they invented plastic. Yeah, Lego
Maybe we should
sets
know. We probably should. We probably
actually did come out before my time.
They did.
Yeah.
What were the sets of like cowboy sets, like Western things, and like I'm just like Roman. I don't know what they
They
make
were
sets
all
out of.
castles because it was medieval time.
all-
No, there was a lot of space sets. Not space sets
Was
in
that so
town.
hard to answer? Was that really a hard answer to answer right there?
You're
5
right.
minutes ago.
I
you
feel like I
could've-
shouldn't be
you
here.
could've just said,
The
"Why
tensions
are
are
you-"
high here. Okay, people. I feel very uncomfortable.
No, he can
But
make
to
it.
your point, my
Yes.
first Lego set, which is here somewhere in this studio,
Really?
Oh yeah.
is was just a mixed box of bricks. So in a way, you're correct.
In
It
a
was
way.
just a box of like random pieces.
In a
some
way, I was correct.
some doors.
Got it.
And some tires.
Did you ever combine like Lego with Lincoln Logs? Remember Lincoln Logs?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
What about
Yeah,
Lincoln, do you ever have
absolutely.
Lincoln Logs?
Yeah, I had Lincoln Logs.
They were super cool. And what a clever name, Lincoln Logs. 'Cause
Right.
They link and Abe Lincoln right there. Born in a
I
log
was
cabin.
once asked if I could build Abe Lincoln out of Lincoln Logs.
And you
You
said
probably
no.
could. No, you
I
probably
said I could, but
Oh.
I ended up not doing it in the end. But
Okay.
I figured, yeah,
You could do
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
You need different colors though. Would you build it all like out of the brown?
Why?
Lincoln?
Monochromatic?
Monochromatic. Would look beautiful. The
Monochromatic.
giant red face
Yeah.
works.
Yeah,
over there.
exactly.
Over here we have a little tiny red man over here whose arm broke off. I didn't break it, but it looks like it was broken previously. It's beautiful. But I was saying on our YouTube video how not only are you amazing at building the figures, but the life and the movement in them is
Right.
quite astounding.
Right. You see this figure here that has a broken arm, as you put it.
Yes.
Actually, he's building his arm. He's building his own arm right
Yeah.
there.
See
It's
that?
about, pulling
Yes.
yourself up by your own bootstraps.
I
maybe.
look at it as pain and death. That's what I look at it.
Wow.
I
You look at a lot of
So sad.
No, the thing is, I just want to help you, Nathan. That's all.
No,
I wanna,
thank
you're-
you. Thank you for
you're-
that.
So when you stared at your face in the mirror, you went, "I'm going to make my face is at least 6 feet tall."
I
You
just
said
saw
that.
pain and death, and then
Yeah, I know.
yeah, it was that kind of thing. It was just experimenting, trying to come up with new things I could do using the Lego brick as an art medium.
And you told us that you were a lawyer first.
I was a lawyer.
You went to school to be a lawyer to please mom and dad.
Yeah, I was. I got out of college and I didn't really know what to do with myself. And parental pressure, societal pressure to become a professional was a real thing.
Right.
So I went to NYU Law right there in New York City and studied law and started practicing corporate law in New York.
It's not easy to get into law school or pass a bar exam. So you must be pretty darn smart.
I don't know about that, but it was something to do. You know,
It was something to do, yeah.
And it was working as a lawyer that I found I wasn't happy. I wanted to be more creative, do something creative that made me happy, and that was being an artist. And eventually I found this medium again, Lego.
So
Were you
cool, man.
always building with Lego throughout that time, or did you take a break? Or
I mean, I had them. I brought Lego bricks to college and had them under my dorm room bed.
Yeah.
But I don't think my roommate even knew they were there. I never brought them out. They were like a security blanket, right?
So you were hiding things at a young age.
Yeah.
That you were like hiding from. There was like a secretive world of Nathan Sawaya way
Yeah,
back then.
yeah,
I see.
very much so.
I'm just trying to help. That's all I'm trying to do.
No. Yeah, let's break it down. That's why we're here. When I was just getting into this, I was dating someone and I hid all my Lego from her. I was trying to find a way to get a lot of Lego bricks because I was starting to do larger and larger pieces, and I would order them online, through eBay, and I just order these huge boxes of Lego. So I was getting all these boxes, these brown boxes delivered to my apartment all the time. And whenever she was over, I would just take the delivery, stuff it in the closet. And she was like, she told me later on, she was like, I didn't know what you were up to. I thought you're either running drugs or you collect porn or something. Like every
opposite.
day you would get a weird package,
Yes.
stuff it in a closet,
Yeah.
and be like, don't worry about it.
Well, I'm just gonna be real here. That is kind of weird.
It is.
Yeah.
No, but
stuffing boxes in a closet is kind of strange.
But I wasn't ready to share what I was doing. That I was using this children's toy
Yes.
to create art. It was kind of
It's
it was
amazing.
off the wall a
Well,
little
I
bit.
mean, if you guys could see what we see here, it's amazing. Those of you who are watching the video can obviously see. Now, behind Nathan, they have this. He's got a giant shelf full of characters that are shaped like your character Hugman.
Right.
Yeah.
You
Right.
made a little guy named Hugman. He's,
Yeah.
I think he's the green guy around here.
Just
no.
slam into that piece.
Butch
I
just
just hit my hand on a pointy Lego man head.
How is your hand? You doing
It's
all right?
fine. Thanks very much.
Now, how's the
Throbbing.
sculpture?
It's
Yeah,
the
that's-
sculpture is great because it's
Perfect.
glued.
Yes.
I learned this last time.
Everything's glued together.
It is glued together.
Just
I
for
know.
incidents like that.
I was trying to compliment your work.
No. We were talking about Hugman.
Hugman.
Actually comes in all different colors. There's a green one there. He's also red, blue, yellow.
Very cool.
And these are they're 15-inch little figures I would leave around New York City hugging signposts or fence posts or whatever.
Did anyone ever take them or just kind of leave
Oh
them?
yeah, it's New York City.
No,
Did I
yeah.
mention it was New York City? Yeah,
Yeah,
they
it was
would
New York
disappear all the time.
Exactly.
And so what you're referring to behind me is all these characters. Is I took that Hugman design and then kind of put a character spin on it to have all different types of Hugmans. You got Spider-Man Hugman, Luke Skywalker Hugman.
Yep.
all
Who's the girl in
sorts.
the pink dress Hugman up there?
Stranger Things.
That
That's
is
your-
11 from Stranger Things.
It's your joke. You kept
She has
going.
blood coming out of her nose.
Yeah.
there.
Right, you get that?
There's a,
Now
doc-
you
there's
get
a
the
Dr.
whole
Dr.
thing.
Manhattan over there. I see. Dr.
Yeah,
Manhattan.
Dr. Manhattan with some shorts on.
Thank God you put shorts on him.
Right,
There's
yeah.
a Thanos over there. All the Ninja Turtles. A Bugs Bunny.
Who's in the blue shirt in between Spider-Man and Wonder Woman?
Where you look? Oh, Spock. I think.
Oh,
there's
it's
a
Spock. Oh, I
Yeah.
couldn't see the
Spock.
ears. That's what it
Yeah,
was.
yeah.
Oh, and I see the Star Trek symbol now. Yeah, and then you wrote a book revolving around Hugman, right? You have a series.
Yeah,
of
yeah.
books.
There's children's books, Hugman Adventures. Yeah.
Very
That's
nice.
awesome.
Yeah, it's
Does he
kinda
have a
fun.
lot of adventures in the hug position? Like he runs
He often
around-
finds himself hugging things. Yes. Yeah.
In the
Got
name,
it.
yes.
Very nice. It's
So-
almost like my last name, Butch Hartman. There's also
Yeah,
a Stephen
very close.
Colbert back there. I see a Colbert.
Yeah.
I thought it
That's
was
awesome.
Superman at first. Like Clark
Yeah,
Kent.
well,
close.
that was a prototype. So sometimes
Sometimes I'll build prototypes, especially when I'm working on a specific person.
Which
Just
is
do a
the
prototype of the face, see how it looks, then I'll tweak it
That
and
is super
redo
cool.
it again and again and
Statue
again.
of Liberty. Another man over there who's not finished yet. He's like incomplete.
Yes.
Incomplete man.
Yeah,
Man, I'm sure
exactly.
it's finished, but you left it that,
Right. No, he's incomplete.
He's incomplete. as I am right now. Okay, so we're going on.
Yeah. So
I really think he hates me.
was
No, stop.
I think he hates me.
was your family at all artistic, or any influences when you were growing up artistic to allow you to become an artist growing up?
That's a good question.
Yeah.
My father is a civil engineer. And
Oh, yeah?
so I think there's something genetic there. There's a lot
definitely.
of engineering goes into this.
Yeah.
Like one of the pieces I've done that's on tour and part of my exhibition is a Tyrannosaurus Rex skeleton. It's 20 feet long. And
Wow.
so much of that was actually engineering on how to get this thing to work so it wouldn't fall down.
And there's no metal framework in the middle. There's no way to put it.
No. I mean, yeah. So there is some pieces hanging, and it's about safety. Safety is my number one priority when people are going to come see this art. I don't want there to be any risk to the viewer. So I have to think about safety when I'm building these as well.
We think about that in this podcast too. Safety.
Safety.
That's right.
Yes,
in the
I
speech
can
bubble.
tell.
That's
Yeah.
right.
That's why it's called speech bubble, because
Yeah.
it's very cushy in here. So I'm building Legos as we talk because
Good.
I'm nervous.
Yeah.
'Cause I'm
Good.
very nervous.
Go ahead.
I'm
It
just gonna
looks
keep
like a
building-
beautiful,
Exactly.
awkward statue.
Well, this could be something.
Yeah,
This could be,
definitely.
It could be like a little Fantastic Four car.
Yeah,
Like,
perfect.
They fly
Yeah.
in the car.
Done.
But I can reassemble it into something else as I'm going. So
interesting.
Nathan, you're from New York.
Yeah.
Why'd you come to California to do this? Why go? I'm going to go to California and do Lego because you can do Lego in New York, right?
You can. The great thing about being out here is I can get more space for my studio, and my wife lives here, so it was
Perfect.
twofold.
Yeah.
You
That
know,
helps.
you know,
I'm going to move where
Both.
the wife is.
where my wife lives and where I have space to work.
Wives are like that. Come
Yeah,
live
it's
where I
funny.
live. They
Yeah.
insist on you living with them. I don't
I
know
know
what it is with that.
It worked out.
When did you reveal your secret to your wife that you're a
Yes.
secret Lego artist?
Oh, she knew from the start.
Okay.
Yeah, she knew from the very start. Yeah, exactly. She was well aware.
So were you-
Are you enjoying the fish? Yes, I am. You enjoying your cocktail? Yes, I am. I'm a Lego artist.
Yes.
What? That's kind of what it was.
Pretty much, yeah.
Were you an established artist by then when you met her? Then?
I met her on the Today Show. I mean, doesn't that
Wow.
where everyone meets?
Wait a second.
Oh, that's cool.
Your,
All right.
your story gets deeper and deeper. Okay, wait. You met her on the Today Show.
Yeah, yeah.
So you go to guest on the Today Show.
She was a guest on the Today Show, and I was a guest. And
What was
you know,
she a guest for?
She was a guest for whatever her business was.
Are we allowed to know that?
We don't need to talk about
Okay,
that.
we don't need to talk about it.
You know.
Yeah.
I'm just
and-
gonna keep building. the
Another
Legos.
secret. No, continue.
And
see why he hates
and Katie Couric introduced us. I mean, it's crazy. We
Wow.
have a photo of her, Katie Couric, and myself. From the day we met.
That's amazing.
Which is random. And then we stayed in touch, and years later,
Wow.
we reconnected. But she was aware that I was a Lego artist back then. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my goodness.
I'm thinking someone famous. We gotta start guessing who it is now. If she was on the Today Show. Well, a lot of famous people are on the Today Show.
Al Roker?
No. Okay. Well, Al Roker. I would say.
What? What are we guessing?
We're just guessing. Just guessing.
That's the only person I know who's on the Today Show.
Don't,
was really good.
Guess, you don't guess Al Roker.
I didn't know.
It's not a woman. It's
Okay.
his wife. Right? Okay. So now you're out in LA. Do you like being in LA over New York?
Yeah, I mean it's worked out. I mean, I miss New York at times. I miss the energy. I miss that creative opportunity to just walk around the city when I had I call it builder's block, like the equivalent of writer's block. I could just walk around and get inspired. But I think LA has worked out really well for me. There's a lot of space. The studio, I couldn't have something like this in New York. And obviously,
You really couldn't unless it was like down by the docks.
Yeah,
And we
I
know what
mean-
happens down there.
Oh, boy.
right, the docks in Jersey is what we would need to do. And look, you can't really beat the weather out here. It's worked out pretty nicely.
heard
So
it's
I'm happy
nice.
to be here.
I've
Yeah.
heard it's very nice.
In Burbank?
Yeah.
You've heard it's nice in Burbank?
Burbank's beautiful. No, but so you've built all these amazing things. What was the first, like the other artists out there, like other Lego artists? I'm sure there's other ones out there. How did you get what was the day you went out to the first gallery? What did you bring with you? Was it
Well,
pi-
I
was
brought
it
a portfolio.
Pictures of yourself.
I didn't haul these big sculptures.
I don't know.
Arms full of stuff. Look what I got.
You can hold that.
Put
It's
it in
only
your
got one
museum.
arm. That one only has one arm. Was that an evil laugh? Or was it like some kind of a
Gotta be a mix of the two.
diabolical laugh there? It's like,
The reaction to my work early on was kind of mixed. Obviously, the art world is not one known for embracing things like this.
Different-
We'll
Yeah,
just say.
right, exactly.
So when people heard the words Lego art, they thought, like at Toys R Us, like
Yeah.
what are you talking? Little trains or castles or something?
Right,
And so
right.
it took a while for people to really capture what I was doing, to understand that it wasn't about just building toy sets like we did today, but more of building larger pieces that
You're
have.
welcome for the help, by the way.
Thank you.
You're
Thank
welcome.
you for
I'm glad
that.
I could get you through that.
But building pieces with emotion,
Yeah.
and that was key. And once they saw that, it kind of took off.
No, it's true. I mean, every piece I'm not even joking. The stuff you look at here, just there's a twisted Lego brick over here that even that has emotion. Like, oh, you think about that. The giant, the big red guy.
Yeah, the
whose
big
name
red
is
guy.
Yeah.
Big red.
Big red.
Big red.
Yeah.
Reaching. He's reaching, but there's the movement.
No,
of
he's
his
sinking.
hands. He's singing?
Sinking.
Oh, he's sinking.
I don't know.
Or
I leave
singing.
it up to you.
He
I
could
leave
be
it up.
singing.
Whatever you're going to say, I'll say the
He's
opposite.
re-
You know, that's
He could be singing.
he
Oh,
could
he's-
be singing
He could
too.
easily be
sinking and singing.
sinking in the rain. Yeah.
Yeah,
Easy.
but
Sinking in the
like the
rain.
hands aren't the same. The hands are both different. It's just really
Yeah.
beautiful.
Wait,
I'm blown away.
Thank you for noticing.
I'm blown away.
So when your Lego art wasn't embraced by the art community, was that discouraging, or did that last for a long time?
It wasn't even that it wasn't embraced. It was just, where do I go with this?
Sure.
And yeah, I had doors that, slammed in my face. I had people kind of laughing, but there was enough other opportunities happening that it didn't discourage me. I just went a different direction. And I was lucky enough to have my first solo art exhibition at the Lancaster Museum of Art in Lancaster, Pennsylvania.
How about that?
Yep. And it was about 24 pieces. And we crushed their attendance numbers.
Wow.
I'll
And
bet.
that's when I realized, wow, there's really something to it.
And
Because,
by the way, so did they.
yeah,
Yeah, definitely.
You realize real fast, I realized real quick that this type of art appealed to a broader audience because it was something so many people could relate to.
Yeah,
to.
definitely.
Absolutely. It sounds-
Everyone snapped a Lego brick together.
Yeah.
I'm
Even
doing-
you.
I'm doing
You're doing it right now? Yeah.
Look, I'm getting better.
Amazing.
This could be something this time. It could actually be.
So how far into your career did you make the yellow Lego guy opening his chest? Because that's like the most iconic Lego sculpture I've ever seen.
Now, this
I
is
see
the
that
giant
everywhere.
one, but there's the actual
The original, the original's
Yeah.
here in the studio, and that was over a decade ago, and it did catch fire. People really connected with it. I get contacted about that yellow piece with tearing his chest open more than any other work I've done.
Wow.
And I think there's people interpret it differently, and there's something about it. People just love
really
it,
cool.
and
It's
kids
just-
love it because
Yeah.
there's guts.
Yeah,
There's guts
guts are
spilling
great.
out,
I know.
and they love that.
But the fact it's monochromatic, just the idea of it is just so
Right.
cool, and it isn't just like in a toy store. And no offense to those people, they do a great job too. Like
Sure,
building
absolutely.
Those sets and things like building a circus set or whatever. But again, like the raw emotion, it's like sculpting with Lego. It's amazing.
What inspired you to make that one?
That was something I had been actually jotting down in like little sketchbooks for years. I just wanted to make it one day. It just came from within.
Is that probably your favorite piece you've ever made? I mean, if you could pick a favorite.
Picking a favorite is ridiculous,
Your
right?
favorite between me and
How-
Jace.
well,
Who's
how
your-
many-
Who's your favorite between
Yes.
me and Jace? It's me. I know, but I don't want Jace to
like,
feel bad.
You don't have to
You're
tell
like
him.
my kids. How can I pick one?
We're like his kids.
Oh my gosh, I can't believe
hey.
it. We get to stay here then.
When I think about my favorite, it's what I'm working on next, right?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
that's where your focus is, and that's as an artist, that's what I'm thinking about the
So
most.
cool.
Do you know how many sculptures you've made in total? Or if
I
you had
don't.
a guess?
I don't. I mean, it's well into the hundreds.
Uh-huh.
There's 5 exhibitions currently on tour.
Wow.
Each of those have anywhere between 80 and 120 sculptures each tour.
Oh my gosh.
And those are just what's on tour. I've done commission work and then everything that's in here. So there's a lot.
Have
There's a
people
lot.
commissioned the man tearing his chest open thing?
People have
for
requested
themselves?
it. Yeah, but I haven't sold it. I've been
Oh, is that
offered.
right?
No,
I've
have
been
you
offered.
made a duplicate for anybody?
No, I've been
Oh.
offered
Quite a bit of money.
fair amount. Yeah.
Wow.
And
Over $50.
You want to keep it that singular one?
I said a fair amount. I don't know what that means.
$50, crazy.
Wow.
Yeah, for me, it's. I'm keeping it for now.
Yeah,
We'll
I like
see.
that.
Yeah, okay.
As long
Well,
as I can
was
pay
just
rent
going to ask
this
you to
month.
make me one that looks like Jace, but it's fine. You have a Pac-Man machine over here. I would imagine that is that the shell of a Pac-Man machine with Lego around it, or is that constructed entirely from Lego with the video screen put inside?
It is entirely from Lego with a video screen put inside.
Amazing.
And yeah, all the components are in there.
So cool.
Obviously the
How long
wires
did that
and
take to
stuff are
make?
just. I don't remember. It was last summer, 2 summers ago. I
Really?
did that. Probably took 6 weeks. It was slower than I expected because I had to learn how to put all the components in there that could actually make the video
Wow.
game work.
Amazing.
Yeah.
By the way, that was the Fortnite of my generation right there.
Oh, wow.
Pac-Man. That was,
All right.
that was
It's a game called Pac-Man.
Pac-Man.
Yes,
Like he's
and-
packing on it for a trip or
Well,
what?
right.
You should play it.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'll try it
Yeah,
out.
yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Are those green legs? Are those Aquaman's legs over there? Or just green legs?
No, those are just green legs.
Just
we'll,
green
just,
legs.
we'll just call them green legs for now.
They're
yeah.
Robin Hood
Yeah.
legs.
Wow,
actually. Hey,
amazing.
cool.
So, what kind of companies commission you to make art for them? Like, do you get like Marvel to make a
I mean,
Iron Man
you would
sculptures?
imagine anything you can imagine. I've gotten requests from so many different types of companies, and some I turn down. You know, I understand my audience, but some are really fun to work on. It just depends. But
Yeah.
all sorts of stuff.
What are you working on primarily? Commissions or pieces for exhibitions?
Pieces for myself for exhibition.
cool.
It used to be that I would do one piece for myself and then a commission work, and then one piece for myself and then a commission work, and all those pieces for myself are what became the Art of the Brick. But nowadays, I'm focused primarily on works for exhibition. Yeah.
Very cool.
I was going to say because it's so much work. Like me doing a drawing for myself, cool. It doesn't take me as nearly as long as it would take you to do something. But you just like having stuff. Where do you put all this stuff? I mean, you obviously have the studio,
Right.
But we're gonna run out of room here pretty soon.
Yeah. Well, I actually
Yeah.
have another warehouse
Yeah.
that's much larger than this.
Wow.
Full of stuff. Kind of.
Wow.
Did you see Raiders of the Lost Ark?
I did,
You
I
remember
did.
the end
Yeah.
with the crates?
Yep.
Uh-huh.
It's kind of like that.
Yep.
Crates and crates of artwork.
How do you
Yep.
keep them in storage without making like? Do you take them apart or what do you do?
I don't understand this question either. What's your question?
So you think that I take
I
them
know.
apart when I'm done, just put all the loose bricks
No,
into
no,
a
I'm
box,
saying
and
like
just
do you like split them at all and then put them back together?
assembly
Like,
required.
like-
For example, they're a little awkward like shape, so they don't fit together.
yeah,
very
sure.
well.
Yeah,
They're all
no,
gonna
you're-
fit
good
perfectly
call.
in a crate. You
No,
know,
they do, though.
It's
They
a
do.
valid question.
It is a valid question now that
Just
you've
'cause
explained it.
Just because he hates you too.
Oh, great.
He hates us both.
I thought I was in
Let's
the-
just
in
get
the-
out of here.
I thought I was
How about we just
good.
get out of here as quickly as possible.
Everything is individually crated. So this figure behind me that's lost an arm, say, it would go into one
Building
crate.
himself.
Oh, right. Thank you.
That's what's going
Yeah.
on.
and everything gets its own crate, and then the crates can stack. They're stackable crates.
Ah, interesting.
Yeah.
All right.
See what happens?
See, I get it now.
Now the stuff. Now, if those people who can't see, there's a lot of pieces in here that you've taken the time to cover.
I
with
have.
sheets
I did.
that we
So
can't see through.
Tell us
Right.
what they are.
There's a lot of secret. There's a lot of
So
secret
please-
things.
Well, I'm working on a couple different projects right
Gotcha.
now, and one is a project that another artist and I have been collaborating on for 4 years.
4 years.
And we are so excited to be debuting it this December.
Wow.
So that's what a lot of the stuff is.
Can you
the
tell us
idea.
where it will debut? At
No.
least you can't even do that.
I-
Wow.
I can't yet.
Is that the
'Cause
longest
I don't
you've
want to.
ever?
I don't want to overpromise. We
I got
think
you.
we know where it's going, but until everything's finalized, I don't want to say.
Now, is it
But
taking? You said it's taking 4 years.
Yeah.
Is it
4 years.
because of you or because he's lazy?
It's all him,
That's what I-
obviously.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
You want to name this person real quick?
Yo, it's Dean West.
Oh,
Oh,
okay. Well,
Dean West.
Dean West.
Wow.
Everyone knows.
You mean old lazy Dean West?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, yeah.
Dean
What you mean?
West.
Yeah, you can find him at Dean West and send him a
Dean West,
send him a
I'm
tweet.
joking. I'm sure you're. I'm sure it's Nathan's fault. Anyway, so
Wait,
So
no, it's a collaboration, so it's both our fault.
how do
That's
you
pretty cool.
how do you collaborate on a Lego piece together? Like, how does that work? Does he take the top, you take the bottom? How does that work?
Or wait.
These are valid questions.
You're making some assumptions.
how about this? I was just gonna say maybe you're doing the Lego part and he's doing some other kind of meat.
Oh,
Look what I did.
Butch gets it.
Oh,
Butch gets it.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
For example,
yeah.
I saw one piece that you did online. It's an actual human skeleton with
Right.
Lego.
Oh, wait,
for
he
skin.
took
Yeah, yeah.
So like he could be the skeleton guy. If he was, if
Right,
it
right,
Yeah,
was-
right.
okay.
If it was the skeleton guy.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
So he's
No,
like,
that-
I'm gonna guess what he's working with. Ready? First
Yeah.
guess. I'm sure I'm right. Pudding. I think it's pudding. Is that what it is? You and
Frozen
the
pudding.
pudding collaboration. Yeah,
collaboration.
coming
I
this
can see that.
December.
I can see it.
Yeah, easy.
Why,
Yeah.
why is that so hard to see?
It's not.
We have no problem.
You know, we'll see. We'll see this December.
So is that the longest you've ever worked on one project? 4 years?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, we've dragged this one out a little bit.
The
longer.
podcast or the project?
I think
The
both.
project.
The podcast is going on for a
Can
long
you?
time.
You can't say
Feels
what
like
it
4
is,
years.
but what is it
I mean-
about the project that has taken 4 years that's so epic about it?
I think Dean West. I'm just thinking it's Dean West.
Yeah.
We have traveled to all parts of the globe for this project. I've been
Oh.
north of the Arctic Circle. I've
Wow.
been to places in Kenya. I've been hiking in Costa Rica.
For this
And
project.
we've taken Lego to these places. So it's something that we're really proud of, and
Cool.
it's something we haven't seen done before. So
I'm gonna guess it's
Amazing.
Maybe it's bones or it's driftwood. Maybe
Yep.
it's
Driftwood.
All driftwood.
Wow, I can't wait to see that.
Driftwood was big in the 70s. I'll have
And
you
it's
know.
coming back.
It's coming back. Nothing like driftwood. Dude, hey, what other questions can we ask this man? Because I'm so curious about all these pieces, but
I'm curious about the Lego community. So, are there
Yeah,
any
sure.
in the Lego community? Are there any rare Lego bricks that are hard to obtain?
Oh, sure. Yeah. I mean,
colors or shapes?
both, right?
both are.
Because the way these elements, these Lego bricks are produced, it's by one company, right? It's a toy company that's producing elements based on their product needs. So if they're coming out with a lot of products that have orange, they're going to produce a lot of orange. But in the next season, if they're not producing any orange, I can't buy orange then. Orange goes away, and then suddenly orange becomes more valuable. It's like any commodity. There's shifts in what's more
But
valuable.
I've heard rumors, because I'm in the Lego community, but if you wanted orange, you could order orange, correct?
Well, the way it works for me, I have a good business relationship with the Lego group. So I can buy bricks directly from them, but only to a certain extent. If they're not making orange, I can't say, hey, start up the presses and make me some orange.
Yeah.
I can only buy what's being produced at that time.
So you have to go black market for your orange. You have to
If I need to,
you
yeah.
have to like
sure.
go underground.
Absolutely.
Oh,
and I
yeah.
have.
There's
I'm
a
not
Lego
ashamed.
black market?
I don't think it's a black market. There's a secondary market. It's
Okay.
very
Yeah.
public secondary market.
Yeah.
You know, even on eBay you can buy things or other sites. You can buy bricks that people take the time to sort, okay, by shape
Like
and
the
by
Doctor,
color.
like the Dr. Manhattan blue up there. That
Right.
seems to me like a more rare color, unless you're making like an ocean or something.
Right, exactly. That's one of their newer colors that's
Okay.
come out. So not a lot of folks probably have it. I fortunately
You
have
procured
acquired some.
the Doc Manhattan blue.
Have you been to the Lego headquarters? Where are they located?
Yeah, they're based in Denmark.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I get there probably once a year.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And is that where they make everything and
No,
design?
that's where they're headquartered.
Okay.
They have factories all over the world that actually produce the bricks. But yeah, that's where they're headquartered, and they started that company. It's still family owned. It's 3 generations. It was started in the 30s, I believe.
What I love, and I feel this way as an artist sometimes, and it's almost like a superpower, and I'm very grateful to have it. I never take it for granted. Like if I see something in my head, I can just put it down on paper or a
Right.
tablet or a canvas or whatever, and it comes out. Same with you with the Lego. I'm looking around your studio. It's just awesome. It's fascinating. There's a stuffed bear head up there made out of Lego. That's Pennywise, correct? From
Oh, let's
Evil Clown.
Evil clown.
We'll say Evil Clown. We can't say Pennywise, but it looks. Let's say Pennywise was around. He'd say, "Hey, that looks kind of like me." Okay, then we have a bunch of DC characters. I see Batman over there. I see a Stormtrooper. I see Homer Simpson. Rorschach is over there. You like the Watchmen? I think you got a couple of Watchmen up there. Look at
Watchmen?
you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, okay. I just got to say thank you for letting us come in here and do all
Of
these
course.
videos, you know,
Anytime.
and letting me torment you once again.
It's always an adventure.
Oh God, we better just get as much as we can out of him now because I don't think.
Well, I have another question.
Oh,
You
really?
do?
Yes,
Really?
I'm curious if you ever go back to the lowly normal box set of Legos. Do you
Yeah.
ever
Yeah.
pause on your sculptures and just get a Lego set at Target and start building?
Well, you know, it's funny. I'm a little older than I was when I was a child these days, and yet still every birthday or Christmas,
Yeah.
someone gives me Lego.
Yeah,
It's
well,
still, you know, and I get a Lego set every now and again,
Yeah.
and I will sit and build it, and it's fun to sit down and just sit and not have to think. Like when I'm sculpting, I have to be focused in a different way than when I'm building just a set. That's
Yeah.
pretty
or at the
straightforward.
DMV, whole different type of focus.
True.
Exactly.
What are your
Exactly.
favorite sets to build? Like
What are my favorite sets
box
to
sets?
build?
Yeah. Like, do you like the city sets,
Well,
the
you
Star
know,
Wars sets?
I like the Star Wars probably. I like the city sets. It doesn't really matter. I'm usually, excited to just build something new.
Very cool.
My wife, I'll drive my wife nuts sometimes because I'm always drawing, and I'll just sit there and we'll talk, and I'll be drawing while we're talking.
Right.
And she's like, "Why don't you listen to me?" I go, "I can repeat every word you just said." It's
Yeah.
very strange. You the same way with when you build Legos? You can
To a point.
Yeah.
I haven't been listening to you much.
I didn't think so. No, I
But,
know. I can tell. That's
No,
fine.
yeah.
Not offended either. Completely get it.
When I'm working here, I usually have like a lot of music playing, or I'll even stream something just to listen to movies. Or
I do the
sports
same.
or
I
something,
do.
you know?
I do the same thing.
Yeah,
Gotta
exactly.
have background noise going.
You got to have the background noise.
a lot of
exactly.
YouTube playing, all that
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
Butch Hartman channel. I'm sure you watch.
Everyone
a lot of
watches it, right?
That's right. Yeah.
It inspires more creatives than
That's it. Yeah.
Yes, I'm just like the guy with the red hands going like this. Exactly. He's reaching. Hello.
He is.
And on the podcast, I always relate it to Pixar in some way, and I noticed you have
ya?
Pixar with the Luxo lamp at the end of it.
Yeah.
What's that for? Is that just a project on your own?
That was for someone who works at
At DreamWorks.
Pixar.
Oh, okay,
no, it was
Pixar.
Pixar.
Where's Pixar? Where?
Right there, right in front of the giant orange building.
Oh, the word
Yeah.
Pixar.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
looking
the
for
word.
building.
The
Oh,
word.
The word. It's,
word.
It's
the
black
word.
background.
Yeah.
I can't see it. I can't
Oh,
make sure that- What is the I'm just gonna, I'm just gonna play with the boat right
Yeah.
here.
Okay, yeah.
No, dude, I'm just more than impressed. I know you hear this all the time, but it's fascinating to the average. I don't really, because I hang out with animators all the time, and I'm used to that world. And
Sure.
So when the average person goes in like, oh my gosh, all these drawings, I'm like, yeah, they're all amazing, and they are amazing. But you're like, I see it all the time. I don't see this all the time. I don't think anyone sees this all the time. It's extremely cool.
Well, thank you. Thanks.
Yeah.
I appreciate
mean,
it.
And Dean West, forgive me for not knowing right now. He must be some kind of an artist who's not a Lego guy.
He's not, but he's very famous for what he does.
Is he a personal friend of yours?
He is now.
Now, maybe
Yeah.
What brought you guys together?
We worked on a collaboration actually in 2009, I think is when we met. And we started working. We had an idea for a project, and that's when our first collaboration happened. And we've been going on and off on different projects ever since.
I see.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'm sure you'll figure it out. He's a photographer, folks.
going-
He's a
I'm-
photographer.
I'm going. Yeah, I was gonna look it up. I was
No,
gonna find out.
he's a world-renowned photographer.
Okay, so
Yeah.
I'm just gonna guess. I bet it would be kind of cool if there was like a big photo
All right.
of like Elton John. And
Elton
then
John.
but that was like a mirror, and then the actual
Okay.
Elton John was made of Legos looking at himself in a mirror. That'd be kind of cool.
Elton John actually purchased one of our last projects
Is that right?
No,
from
he
our
did
collaboration.
not. Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Look at that.
So that's weird that you just mentioned that.
I got
So-
part of that right.
Yeah, you did.
I had
You
part of
did.
it.
Yeah.
I'm not all brains. You think I am. You think I'm a genius, but I'm sometimes kind of psychic. It's all.
Yeah, no, that's impressive.
And how about the Oscar statues? Because I recognize those from when the Lego Movie was nominated.
Yes.
Or no, it wasn't even. It was the song was
Everything
nominated.
is awesome.
Yes.
You remember that tune?
Yeah, everything is awesome.
Yeah, there it is. Yeah,
That's right.
you do
mean
know
today
it.
everything's awesome. Or just
Yeah,
the song?
no, the song was nominated in whenever that was, I guess, a few years ago. And Chris and Phil, who directed the Lego movie, Phil Lord and Chris Miller,
Yep.
contacted me and said, "Hey, we're producing the song and dance number, for our nomination for our Everything Is Awesome nomination. Can you come up with Lego Oscars we could pass out to the crowd?" And so I had a couple days to come up with this little design, and I made a few dozen of them, and they were in the telecast, and the dancers then came out into the audience and handed them to like Oprah Winfrey and Steve Carell, and I don't remember. Clint
That's
Eastwood
awesome.
got one.
Yeah,
it was
got it. Very cool.
random.
So
that's a great thing.
Yeah.
No, it was very random.
very
Yeah.
cool.
Well, yeah, from the day they asked you to it being on TV, how many days was that?
It was just a few days. It was
That's
like
crazy.
really quick.
Yeah.
Like I had a day to design it and then come up with it and produce a bunch of them. And
Well, the
then-
Danny Phantom he made for us, I know he did that like in a day and a half, I think. Wasn't that a day?
you know.
No. And then the water, they're treasured pieces of art that you gave us that I cannot thank you enough.
Oh, my pleasure.
I'm going to stop now, but thank you very much
No,
for thanking.
I'm glad you kept them. And
I
didn't
did.
Just toss them. No, I'm glad that they've become part of the
people are
office.
Amazed by them. They're like
They
"Who
are
made
the
these?"
office.
And I have your business card, which is a Lego brick
Yeah.
stuck on the front.
Oh, very nice.
No one can see it, but it's there.
No,
It's
right,
very
but-
tiny, but it's very cool.
So that's why you've been getting those unwanted phone
Yeah,
calls.
Yes,
yeah,
exactly.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Now, do you have any questions for me? I'm sure you're dying to ask me some questions.
So what do you do?
That's a good question. I don't know anymore. I don't really know what I do anymore. But I'm going to practice my Lego building skills. I'm telling you right now.
Oh, I'm sure you're gonna become an expert in no time.
Don't you worry. I will. Don't you fear.
It'll be too good to be
Exactly,
true. Yes.
exactly. Well, Nathan, thank you for being on the show.
Hey, thanks for coming out.
And thanks for doing the YouTube video for us.
Yeah.
And I can't thank you enough. I'd love to have you come out to our studio one of these days.
Yo, next time we're definitely doing it at your studio. For sure.
Not nearly as impressive as this studio, but we gotta make it more impressive over there for him.
I think we need it. Yeah, I think the Lego statue's enough. That's all we need to be
Well,
impressive.
I know. Well, he's sick of seeing Legos. He needs something else. We'll get Dean. Maybe Dean
You
West
think
will
about-
come out. Maybe Dean West will come out and visit.
You know,
the show.
after December, maybe we will want to share our project
There
with
Yeah.
you
you
go.
know?
I can't wait for
come
that.
out.
Yeah, and I'll come out and be even more professional next time. How about that?
That's weird. Is that possible?
That'd be shocking. I know, right? Well, guys, hey, thank you so much. This has been Butch and Jace, and have you enjoyed the time with Nathan Sawaya?
Oh, most definitely.
I
amazing
finally got
place.
his name right. I said,
Hey, good work.
He kept saying Sawaya, and he's like, that's fine, whatever. Yeah, I was getting it wrong. All those
Okay.
years. That's
It's
okay.
all good.
Okay, so in 14 months, we'll see each other again.
28.
That's what it was?
We got it doubles.
Oh,
every time.
each time it doubles.
All right, guys, hey, just say roll the theme music. Let's get out of here.
Hey, roll
quick.
the theme music.
Bye, thanks.